there a picture of a streaming PC on this deep IKEA desk? No, I don't share pictures of anything. I think literally the only picture that has been taken with a camera of anything of mine ever that you guys have ever seen is that picture of the paper I wrote on, the handwriting. That was it. But I won't share pictures of anything. And I know it's probably way overly paranoid, but it's partially because I like the immersion, to be honest. I kind of like the immersion. But it's partially because I'm like, I don't even want you to see like my flooring. I don't want you to see my flooring, my wall color, my windows, like literally anything. Nothing, you know? Do I think anybody is ever gonna use any clues from a picture like that and like try to track me down? Yeah. Will they be successful? Probably not. But you just never know. So like, why make it possible, you know? Someone will find a way to rain bolt it. I mean, you have people that will literally look at like the sky and be like, I've located you. You know? Right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna share anything. I had one friend, this is something that happened to one friend, is they shared pictures of like an apartment that they were looking at, but it wasn't pictures from like the online listing. It was a picture of the inside of a room that they took with their phone, and they posted to their Discord, and they were like, do you think I should like get this place? Like, do you think this is a good size for an office? Whatever, right? You couldn't see out the window in this picture. No window was in there. It was just the walls and the floor. But people knew generally what city she was looking in. No, it wasn't the metadata. No, it was even worse. Somebody went through all of the apartment listings in the city and managed to like narrow down, because they knew generally she lived like, okay, not city center. She did say like, oh, I can't do anything above this price. You know, she didn't give her exact price, but they knew like they could filter by that. And they were able to like match it up with the pictures of it listed online for the real estate listing. And they, needless to say, she did not get that apartment. But like someone was like, oh, is that the one in this neighborhood? I was looking at it too. And she was like, what? And they were like, yeah, I was looking around because I was curious. It's like, I think that would be pretty good. And she was like, imagine if they didn't say it and they just knew. Brother, I can't. That's so weird. No thanks. Ooh. So there was one streamer. Sorry, I'm eating. I'm not sorry though. This is one streamer that posted her staying in a hotel room, and someone was able to find her by the bed sheets the hotel used. I mean, it's true because they use standardized ones for like the whole building, right? That's why I always tell people, I'm like, just don't share anything, dude. Just talk about it. You know, have a good time talking about it. People can relate if you just use words. You don't have to show it. Even talking about it, be careful. Obscure some things. Maybe don't mention some stuff, whatever. You know, people will like move out to the suburbs and start talking about what's going on, you know, something about their house. And I'm like, dude, just honestly, stay in the city. I know it's more expensive for streamers, but still stay in the city. Live in a building. Live in a building, okay? You'll be way safer. There's a reason a lot of streamers that had streamer houses, instead of going out and buying their own homes out in the suburbs, instead they're all buying condos and buildings, or they're staying in apartments. Like, so many of them have gone back to that life. I do not blame them. I think it's the right way, you know? So much better. Yeah, doorman or something, right? Because then even if someone wants to try and approach, they're gonna have to get into a building. You know what I mean? Like, they'd have to. So it's much better. I'm personally a lot more comfortable doing that. A castle with a moat. Yeah, I've thought about that. Like, I should just get a lava moat, right? Let's be realistic. Most people don't end up dealing with this unless they kind of are past like a certain size, right? Like there's a point where I feel like it becomes inevitable. And most streamers don't talk about a lot of specifics because they don't want to bring attention to a person who did a thing, right? Or if someone does something crazy and then you talk about it, depending on that person, that might be what they want, right? That might be like it gets them to keep trying. So a lot of people won't talk about it, but they all have way more stories than they let on, is what I'll say, for sure.